From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning, almost to the weekend, and the weather is changing for this weekend as well. Shower chances for today, for Saturday, for Sunday, and for Monday, turning a little bit gusty for Saturday and Sunday, and turning much cooler. Highs down into the 50s and 60s for lower elevations for Saturday and beyond, and valley frost looking a little bit more likely now for Monday and Tuesday night. So now, speaking of the valley, we're taking a live look at the Yakima Valley. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. All the city lights down below. Temperatures this morning, all of us in the 40s or 50s, 51 for the Tri-Cities, 53 for Yakima, and 47 degrees in Ellensburg. So we all need some sort of light jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door. Here's your day planner forecast for this Friday. Going to be into the 50s and 60s around lunchtime. Also 50s and 60s. Could have some low 70s on the map for the warmest part of the day. We will have some shower chances for the valleys. Those chances becoming much more widespread as we head into the weekend. I'll time all that out with Futurecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, law enforcement from multiple agencies swarming a Kennewick neighborhood, arresting a wanted Oregon man, and rescuing a missing child. The actions officers took and what was found inside that home, that's all coming up.
And Yakima Valley College just got a big funding boost, nearly $1 million to help first-generation and low-income students. We'll tell you about the impact this is making.
And a Tri-Cities organization is giving young survivors of sex trafficking a safe place to rebuild their lives, and they're already planning to grow. We'll take you inside Esther's home. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday, October 10th. We have made it.
It is Friday,
end of the week.
And I think you're today's date. 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Say it isn't so. You're
Use that on your wives this morning, please, and make her day.
Yeah, exactly. All right, a lot of news to get to this morning.
And we're starting off with a crime alert. This after several law enforcement agencies arrested an Oregon man at a Kennewick home, and this happened yesterday afternoon.
So with the help of the U.S. Marshals, officers with the Kennewick Police Department, Benton County Sheriff's Office, Tri-City Regional SWAT Team, and other law enforcement agencies busted in on this home of the man who lived, it was the 900 block of North Lincoln Street.
Authorities say they found nearly 2 pounds of narcotics, including meth, fentanyl, and ketamine, as well as multiple guns in the home. A missing child out of Oregon was also found.
So the child is going to be handed over to authorities from Oregon, and then they'll determine where the child goes, likely back to family.
Dylan Carter was arrested at that home and taken to the Benton County Sheriff's Office. He has active warrants for his arrest, which include 2 for robbery and theft, warrants for burglary, stolen vehicles, and unlawful use of a weapon.
He's also accused of strangling a person in Oregon. Authorities say TriTech, a school near the home of the bust, was placed on secure and teach during that, and the restriction was lifted as soon as authorities had control over the scene.
5:03 now, and continuing our coverage on the death of a 17-year-old Sunnyside High School student who was involved in a fatal hit and run over the weekend. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia reports on how the Yakima County Sheriff's Office needs your help to bring justice for this young boy's family.
On Saturday, October 4th, at about 10 p.m., the Yakima County Sheriff's Office says they were called to the 3000 block of Stover Road. According to the Sheriff's Office, people called in reporting a person walking on the road had been hit by a car. The person was identified as 17-year-old Israel Ramirez. He died at the scene. Casey Schilprut with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office says when deputies got to the scene, the driver of the car that hit Israel was not there and had taken off. Witnesses say they didn't get a good look and almost got hit themselves by the vehicle.
We don't have anything. It was dark, and I think the people who were on scene there were just, for a lack of a better term, dumbstruck or surprised that a car ran over the person that was in the middle of the roadway. So I think they were more concerned about their safety and paying attention to the juvenile on the roadway.
The Sheriff's Office says they need the public's help in solving this case and helping Israel's family get justice.
If anybody knows any information about the death of a 17-year-old boy, to definitely give us a call. There has to be somebody that knows information about this, or who's in the area that night or nearby or has any security camera footage from that night. It's important that we solve this case for the family and also for the community.
Chaput emphasizes that if you're hesitant to come forward, remember the victim was someone's son.
It's important to solve this case and to provide closure, maybe some justice for the family. They know that their son was killed, and I'm sure they want answers of, why he was out there in the first place and who ran him over and decided not to stop.
If you have information, the Yakima County Sheriff Office asks that you call their office and ask for Detective Randy Garcia, or you can leave a Crime Stoppers tip. Reporting in Grandview, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And you can find the contact information for the Yakima County Sheriff's Office up on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Talking education now, the Yakima Valley College is celebrating after getting more than $900,000 to support its first generation and low-income students. Now, this was a combination of 2 separate grants from the U.S. Department of Education. The grants will go towards the 2025 to 2026 school year. It'll help YVC to continue its TRIO Upward Bound and Student Support Services program. The Upward Bound director says the program will see over $570,000 of the federal grant funding.
It just means that we can continue doing the work that we've been doing. Our program's been at YVC for over 40 years, and so being able to continue that work means supporting students in high school that want to go to college and providing services for them, being able to provide tutoring services, visiting colleges, and many other services that we provide for our students.
YVC Upward Bound program annually serves approximately 110 students, 9th through 12th grade, from Granger, Sunnyside, Toppenish, and Wapato school districts.
507 turning to local living now, and a local organization is giving young survivors of sex trafficking a safe place to heal and to grow.
And they could be looking to expand in the future. So Esther's Home is the only restoration home in the state for minor girls, that's ages 11 through 17, who have been victims of sex trafficking.
Tucked away in North Franklin County, it sits on 20 acres with classrooms, counseling offices, a gym, and even horses for equine therapy. Now, staff say that they're still hiring to fully staff the home, but they're also already looking ahead with plans to build 2 more homes in the future.
Our community has been extremely generous, and our community supports this work so that the people that need the help can get it no matter their financial situation.
Mirror Ministries relies entirely on donations and fundraising. That includes events like their annual gala, a run and breakfast, and that's to keep their services free for survivors. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the government shutdown could put a major nutrition program for women and children at risk. How long Washington can keep WIC benefits running, and what happens if funding runs out.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Biomark camera in Yakima. When we come back after the break, we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. We'll have a look at your forecast. It is 5:08, still another 2 hours until the sun comes up. I know. All right, we'll be back right after the break.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded. It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Alex.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you, okay?
Welcome to CVS. Join us.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
This week is the perfect time to upgrade your home at Walker's Furniture.
We're doubling the savings on beautiful new sofa and love seat combinations. stylish new bedroom sets and the best selection of top name brand mattress sets.
It's all on sale this week, and you can multiply your savings with a sales tax discount or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down and no minimum purchase required.
Get it today and pay over time.
This week at Walker's Furniture.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads.
Plus, the local expertise to connect you with new customers. Wherever your market is, we'll get results to build your business. Phase 3 Digital. Contact us today.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday on ABC.
Kraken, Golden Knights. Coverage begins at 7 Saturday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today might be the last 70-degree day we have until next spring, so enjoy it, right? We'll be only in the mid-60s in the Kittitas Valley, but low to mid-70s for the rest for lower elevation spots. 40s and 50s for the Cascades and 60s for the Blues. Turning much cooler for Saturday and beyond. High temperatures for lower elevations slipping down into the 50s and 60s. So you can see in the Tri-Cities struggling to even make it to 60 for Sunday. At that point will be about 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Now gradually warming up a little bit after that, but still we're going to be stuck in the low to mid-60s. And with the cooler afternoon high temperatures, morning lows going down as well, could be some frost in the valleys for Monday night and Tuesday night. In fact, it's looking more likely at this point. So here's a 7-day morning low trend for the Yakima Valley. See, this is Monday night into Tuesday morning. That's when low temperature is going to get down to 32 degrees, which is freezing. So at this point, you would want to protect, of course, outdoor and sensitive pets, or excuse me, outdoor pets, plants, and plumbing. And with the plants, of course, the most sensitive ones would be most at risk. And with the temperatures going down for this weekend, the cold front passing, wind gusts going up for Saturday through Sunday, 15 to 35 mile per hour gusts across the region, with the strongest gusts being in the lower Columbia Basin and the Blue Foothills. And another facet of the forecast we're going to have to track for this weekend, the rain chances. That's probably going to be the biggest one. So I'll time all that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. 5:13 now, and turning our attention to state news. Thousands of Washington state families could lose critical food support if the federal shutdown drags on.
But there is some good news for local recipients, at least for a few more weeks.
It has been stressful. Our staff has been amazing and just really patient with us.
The shutdown has put Washington's nutrition safety net in jeopardy, specifically the WIC program, which serves more than 212,000 residents across the state. For Alma in the Tri-Cities,
is that you?
It was how her kids made it through.
I raised my kids with WIC, and it's really, it did so much for me and my family.
WIC, or Women, Infants, and Children, provides low-income mothers, infants, and young children access to healthy food, nutrition education, and breastfeeding support.
They have regular meetings with a nutrition expert. They get advice on how to feed their children. We serve pregnant women and postpartum up to a year after they have the baby, and children up to the age of 5.
But with the federal funds stalled, on Thursday, Washington state leaders were told by the feds that the benefits can be sustained until October 31st, before all operations come to a halt, if no agreement is made before then. State health leaders say they simply can't backfill that funding indefinitely.
So worst case scenario would be that there would have to be a closure and benefits might end. So if that were the case, we would be working with local partners on how to supplement for those families that are not able to receive their WIC benefits anymore.
And due to the funding lapse, roughly 50 DOH employees tied to federal nutrition work may face layoffs or reduced hours. However, no one locally has been affected.
We've been receiving updates daily, sometimes even hourly, just as things unfold.
While many states are rushing to keep WIC alive through contingency funds or state budgets, Washington says it lacks the financial capacity.
And so it was a relief to know that at least until the end of the month, we would be able to maintain benefits for clients and to keep our staff on as well.
Meanwhile, advocates warn of dire choices ahead. Some parents may skip meals, or worse, infants may go without formula.
That's terrible. I can't imagine for those families that are going to lose those benefits. I know it's going to be really tough.
And more than 6 million low-income mothers and children depend on WIC nationwide. USDA has $150 million contingency fund to keep the program running, but again, that will only last so long.
And in the meantime, WIC applicants are urged to stay in the system, keep appointments, and ask their local offices for guidance. And we'll, of course, keep you updated. And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking this weekend. It's all coming up in his first alert full weather forecast after the break.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Not being able to see up close can be frustrating. Trying to view your mail, enjoy your favorite book, or even read a prescription bottle can be impossible. Introducing Eye Candy, the sweet new way to see everything bigger, brighter, and better than ever before. And now may be your last chance to get one before they're gone. Fun in design, Eye Candy is no toy. This lightweight, easy-to-hold magnifier utilizes an optical-grade lens that enlarges print by 300%. Yes, 300%.
Eye Candy is really a step above the rest. The magnification is fantastic.
Embedded in Eye Candy's frame are 12 anti-glare LED lights that dramatically help increase clarity. It's a flashlight and magnifier in one.
Even with my reading glasses, I'd still have a problem with the small print. With Eye Candy, everything is bright and clear.
Lightweight and portable, Eye Candy is ideal for extended periods of reading or when you're on the go.
I use Eye Candy when I go out to dinner. Reading the menu? So much easier, especially in the dim light.
Zooming in on your electronic devices only lets you see a small portion of your message or pictures. With Eye Candy, you can see it all.
I showed it to my husband and it strangely disappeared. I purchased 2 more. We keep one in the kitchen, one in the garage, and one in the car.
Read recipes, prescription bottles, or nutritional information, and never miss the fine print. Order now to get your Eye Candy for only $19.99. But wait, there's breaking news. Eye Candy may be discontinued. Due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, Eye Candy is shutting down and stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 Eye Candies per order while supplies last. You still have time to get your very own Eye Candy, but you must act fast. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-941-3546. That's 1-800-941-3546. Or visit tryeyecandy.com. So call 1-800-941-3546 now.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have a chance for showers today, for Saturday, for Sunday, and for Monday. So let's go ahead and show you the progression of all that. First of all, 7-day precip chances in the Yakima Valley spanning from 30 to 50% for Friday through Monday. After that, we're looking much drier. So now let's time it all out with Futurecast. This is 8 this morning, looking pretty dry out there, but rain starting to build up in the Cascades around lunchtime. And as we head into the afternoon, this is when shower chances start to become a little bit more widespread for lower elevations. 8 p.m. this evening starting to trend a little bit drier, looking mostly dry around around midnight. And then for Saturday morning, maybe a few sprinkles on the map. You see some more widespread rainfall starting to impact the Cascades, getting down into the valleys around lunchtime for tomorrow, and then just some scattered showers on the map after that. But we have another round of wet weather that we're going to have to deal with as we head into Sunday. So here's the more long-term version of Futurecast radar. As we put this into motion, you can see, again, just more precip over the Cascades, over the Blues. Looks like for Sunday afternoon, this is mostly going to be situated for the mountains, but then as we head into the evening, so Sunday night into Monday morning, this is probably going to be the wettest time frame for lower elevations, and snow level is going to get down to a very interesting spot. Could maybe see some snow mixing in temporarily for the valleys. We're not expecting any accumulations, and the accumulations that we're going to get in the mountains for the passes are even going to be pretty minimal. Maybe a couple inches for Oregon 204. Not expecting much for White Pass. Not expecting much for Snoqualmie Pass either. Of course, you can track all the action yourself this weekend by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. That interactive radar is going to come in quite handy. Here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting during the stretch of wet weather, around an inch to probably shy of an inch and a half for the Cascades, but around 0.2 inches for the valleys, 0.2 inches for the foothills, and around a half an inch for some of the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Very beneficial stuff. We need every last drop. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. One last dry day today, then rain chances impact this Saturday through Monday. For Yakima, persistent shower chances through the beginning of next week, but turning drier again by Tuesday. For Ellensburg, cooling off by about 15 degrees between today and today and Monday, but temperatures and sunshine rebounding after that. For Hermiston, rain chances and wind gusts picking up for Saturday through Monday. And finally, for Walla Walla, one last warm and sunny day today, then much cooler with rain looking likely this weekend.
All right, check this out. Now there are 4 new furry friends in Colorado.
We're talking about the Denver Zoo. Their Conservation Alliance just introduced 4 African lion cubs to the public. The 1 boy and 3 girls can currently be seen outside for 2 hours a day.
Oh.
Zoo officials say their time in the fresh air will extend once the quartet becomes more accustomed to their space. They are the 4th generation of lions born at the zoo within the decade.
So cute.
I love them so much.
Oh, adorable.
I know, and then I have to remind myself, and then they grow up and they become
predators.
Big lions.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't pet them. Don't pet them.
Not tiny baby lions.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're
Big
little kitty cats there.
Right now they're kitty cats.
For this moment in time.
Yep. Short time.
And then they become vicious lions.
Yes.
Love it. Okay, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Some big news out of Hollywood on this Friday morning from
Westeros.
Westeros,
Game of Thrones.
What?
I'm excited. I'm amped.
Girls amped. We're talking Westeros and the world of Disney and everything in between, I'm sure. Brand new Game of Thrones spinoff live action that promises to leave viewers tangled, and even an Elvis concert experience hitting the big screen. I'm gonna have to tell my sister. It's all coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded.
Extra bucks on the way out.
It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Alex.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you, okay?
Welcome to CVS. Join us.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to BruxNightGuard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's BruxNightGuard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Wait! Go, go, go! Yeah!
Lets it fly. Perfect throw.
Chicago battles Washington. Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Tonight,
911. Let me go. I see my family again.
a young mother is taken. 2020's Deborah Roberts.
Do you have any idea that a 21-year-old mom is missing? No. And you're witnessing a kidnapping.
2020, tonight on ABC.
Kraken, Golden Knights. Coverage begins at 7 Saturday on MeTV.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Taking a look at entertainment news this morning. In Hollywood, we've got everything from Westeros to the world of Minecraft.
And I think you're excited.
I'm so excited. I love Game of Thrones.
HBO expanding the Game of Thrones universe once again, and Disney's cooking up a live-action version of an iconic princess.
Plus, a new concert film featuring will bring Elvis back into the building, and a birthday shout out to one of the West Wing's biggest stars. It's all in showbiz today. So here's Jacqueline Lee with the details.
What's your name?
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Never heard of him.
Game of Thrones is getting another spin-off series. The first trailer for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms follows two unlikely heroes wandering the kingdom of Westeros 100 years before the events of the original series. It marks the second Game of Thrones spin-off after House of the Dragon. Look for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms on HBO in January.
Anything you can dream about, you can create.
A Minecraft movie was one of the biggest box office hits of the year, and now Warner Brothers has greenlit a sequel. The studio says they're targeting a 2027 release for Minecraft 2. The first movie, based on the popular Minecraft video game, premiered back in April and drew in more than $950 million globally. Elvis fans, listen up. A new concert movie called Epic, Elvis Presley in Concert, featuring never-before-seen footage of the music legend, is now expected to hit theaters next year.
We really hit it off. How you doing?
A live-action version of Tangled is now in the works. Deadline reports the film is still in the early stages of development, but Scarlett Johansson could play a major role. The original animated version of Disney's Tangled came out back in 2010. Disney is the parent company of ABC News. And happy birthday to West Wing star Bradley Whitford. In addition to playing Josh Lyman on the award-winning political series, he was also in The Handmaid's Tale and Get Out. Bradley Whitford is 66. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.
Who was behind all these live actions? I want a Tangled 2 cartoon version, not a live action. Come on.
I know.
Give the people what we want.
Isn't that the truth?
Right? Come on.
Like a Monsters, Inc. follow-up.
Yes, with Boo all grown up.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say what the rest of the plot should be.
No, because you're the works of writing.
That would not be a kid's movie then.
Yeah.
Where she grows up and she
a lot
realizes,
going on.
Yeah.
The trauma.
Yeah.
The monster trauma.
Okay, this happened when I was a kid, but now.
But a quick word on the Elvis thing. One of my high school principals, he was an Elvis impersonator, and so at pep rallies, he would just like randomly pull up as Elvis. He was pretty good, yeah. So shout out to Coach Tucker. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. My sister once told me when she was little that she loved Elvis, and so now every year for any sort of holiday or birthday, I always get her something Elvis related. She's like, enough's enough. But you know what? I can't stop.
Don't stop. Yeah, she loves it.
I know. I've already got something in the works for her right now. She doesn't even know it. All right, still ahead on Good Morning Northwest. Building a stronger workforce. Benton County Workforce Development Council celebrating a year of progress. We're going to let you know how its programs are helping connect job seekers and employers. That's coming up in our 5:30 half hour.
And we're already looking ahead to the weekend where one event is highlighting self-love and iconic fashion. We'll tell you all about the Loving Me 911 Body Positivity Fashion Show that's coming to Pasco. It's coming this Saturday, but we'll have more details in your next half hour. But first, we're going to check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Tesla under investigation again. Federal regulators are looking into the company's self-driving technology The probe comes amid reports of Teslas running red lights or driving on the wrong side of roads. It covers about 2.9 million vehicles. Next, a remarkable milestone for Sora, OpenAI's short-form video generation app. The company says Sora hit 1 million downloads less than 5 days after its launch. Sora is invite-based. Some of those invites were being bought and sold on eBay recently. And finally, Timex is bringing back its first ever LCD watch 50 years later. Timex says its SSQ digital reissue has a recycled stainless steel case and modern electronics inside. The watch costs about $160. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Airwick's cordless essential mist diffuser's perfectly portable fragrance is for the type of person who's always inviting friends to come on over, babe. With adjustable fragrance levels and a wide range of quick change scents, Airwick Essential Mist creates an inviting ambiance every time you host. So you're always ready for anyone to come on over, baby. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Oh, I think you want some.
This isn't for you, little guy.
Okay, but what if I did a little dance?
Nature Valley, we make nature delicious.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
It's 10 out of 10 day. It's not a national day, but
it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's National Walk to a Park Day.
Okay. That's a good.
I like that.
Is today a good day to walk to a park, though?
It is.
Yeah?
Yay.
The rest of the forecast, not necessarily, but today, get that walk in to the park.
There you
be a
go.
10 out of 10 human being.
10 out of 10.
Okay, here are the big weather stories over the coming days. We'll have shower chances for today through Monday, but I'm thinking the Tri-City's probably going to stay dry for today. Those shower chances are going to be more aligned with the Yakima Valley. Wind gusts picking up for this weekend, 15 to 35 mile per hour gusts. High temperatures dropping down into the 50s and 60s for Saturday and beyond. And valley frost looking more likely now for Monday and Tuesday nights. Here's a live look at Richland. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. Your hourly forecast for this Friday in the Tri-Cities. We're going to have mostly cloudy skies for this morning and then mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day. High temperatures getting into the low 70s. So for today, going to be in the mid 60s for the Kittitas Valley, but low 70s for the rest of our lower elevation locations. And again, a decent amount of sunshine up in the sky. But as we move forward in time, rain chances going up, temperatures going down. So I'll talk about that and I'll touch on that frost potential as well. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. We start this half hour with news out of Benton Franklin Workforce Development Council. They are celebrating a year of progress, releasing its 2024 annual report highlighting local success stories, strategic investments, and community partnerships that strengthen the region's workforce.
The nonprofit says it's continuing to see positive results from its programs that connect job seekers and employers across Benton and Franklin counties. However, leaders say budget cuts remain one of their biggest challenges, and they're actively looking for new funding opportunities to continue expanding services.
We work closely with all of our partners at WorkSource Columbia Basin and also at TC Futures. All the success mentioned in the annual report is in collaboration with our amazing partners that are located at WorkSource Columbia Basin and TC Futures. This is not something that we do on our own. This is something that, and honestly, the report is just a glimpse of the work that we do.
So BFWDC also is encouraging local businesses and community organizations to partner with them to build a stronger, more resilient workforce. 5:34 now, and looking to local living, from small town roots to big time shots. A local photographer from Burbank is making a name for himself. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says he's capturing incredible moments both on the field and on the stage.
In a town of just a few thousand people, it's easy to know everyone. But not everyone manages to make their mark beyond it. For Burbank native Tommy Wolf, that all started with a camera and a dream.
You know, I took my first photo and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. It was like a little Fuji camera. It wasn't anything fancy.
In 2020, right as the pandemic shut down the world, Tommy started Lit Media Productions, a social media-based sports outlet focused on local athletes across the Tri-Cities. What began as a community page quickly exploded in popularity.
When I first started the brand Lit Media Productions, all I had was a GoPro. So I would go out and film athlete videos for them to get them exposure, because that was the perfect time just to get athletes exposure because there's nothing going on. So a good way of interacting with the community more.
Tommy's work has taken him to the sidelines and stages across the Pacific Northwest, interviewing NFL players like former Seattle Seahawks players Lofa Tatupu and Cliff Averill, taking photos for the Dust Devils, Walla Walla Sweets, and even snapping shots for country legends like Randy Travis.
It's very special to work with people like Randy Travis, is one of my idols, one of my country idols. I love music, so getting to that countryside and the rock and roll stuff.
Despite his growing success, Tommy hasn't forgotten where he came from. Working as a paraeducator at Columbia Middle School in Burbank, Tommy still spends weekends on the local sidelines, spotlighting hometown athletes who look up to him as one of their own.
It just makes me feel good when they say my name, like he's here, Lit Media is here, Tommy's here. So it feels good to be around those type of people that really have an impact on you, but also you have an impact on them.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but for Tommy, it's not just about capturing the moment. It's about inspiring the next generation to chase their dreams, no matter how small their hometown might be. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And Tommy says that he hopes to keep Lit Media Productions rooted in his community while continuing to grow his reach. To learn more about him and his photography, you can head to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
And talking community events now, tomorrow is a fundraiser that's a little bit different, but that's what the message is all about when it comes to the nonprofit organization behind it all.
The organization Lovin' Me 911 is hosting their 4th annual Body Positivity Fashion Show. So this serves as an opportunity for anyone in the community to celebrate who they are and the body they were born with. It's a night all about empowerment and also highlights some deeper issues like self-worth, healing, and community support.
It takes place tomorrow, Saturday, October 11th at the Hapo Center. Social hour is at 4 p.m. and the show starts at 5 p.m. You can get tickets online. Just visit Lovin' Me 911's Facebook page or Ticket Leap.
And you're going to be there, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be so much fun.
So we're previewing it for you today, and then we'll have a recap on Monday. Yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It wasn't a high-scoring night, but Chiawana girls soccer proved defense wins games, and they're still perfect in conference play. We'll show you the key players keeping opponents scoreless coming up in your local sports.
But first, Josh Colbert is back with another look at your weather forecast. It's all coming up on the other side of the break.
The Bears and the Commanders, Monday Night Football at 5, Apple Valley News Now.
All across America.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Join us for the biggest sale of the year this holiday weekend at More Furniture. You'll find all the newest styles, functions, and features when you shop our gorgeous fall arrivals. And best of all, it's in stock and on sale. Plus, for a limited time with your minimum purchase of $14.99, choose your bonus. Free white glove delivery of your purchase, or we'll pay your sales tax. Visit your local More Furniture today and save big. More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community rich in tradition and pride, and Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Head to Queensgate Gardens in Richland for some fall family fun. Explore our corn and hay bale maze, zoom down the dump truck slide, and try our pumpkin archery. Get creative with pumpkin painting, play laser tag, and enjoy our U-Pick flower fields. Make fall memories at Queensgate Gardens in Richland.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
They're not fancy. No leather seats, no powerful sound systems, but they have wheels, seat belts, and AC. These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting in Pendleton, Ellensburg, Tri-Cities Airport.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station leads the way with local news you trust. Oh, and when you see one of our cruisers, please go ahead and wave. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
I wanna get up, I wanna get down. From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here's that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County. Going to be in the low to mid-60s, closer to the mid-70s for Vantage, low to mid-70s in the Yakima Valley. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, also low to mid-70s, although we could be closer to the mid-60s down towards Boardman. Then for the foothills, around 70 for the Morrow County foothills, but still mostly mid to upper 70s for the rest of the foothills, a little bit cooler in Walla Walla, and then 60s and 70s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Okay, temperatures not going to be in the 70s for tomorrow for lower elevations, as those highs going to slip down into the 50s and 60s for Saturday and beyond. You see in Yakima will be down into the mid-50s for Sunday and Monday, gradually warming up a little bit after that, but still in general these high temperatures staying below average for this juncture of October. And with those highs going down, the lows are going to go down as well. So frost looking likely down the Kittitas and Yakima valleys for Monday night and Tuesday night. Here's what it's going to look like in the Kittitas Valley for Ellensburg, down to 30 for Monday night into Tuesday morning, 32 for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and we'll track Sunday night into Monday morning very closely as well. Anytime it gets around 32, that's when we're concerned about frost, and that's when you should take those necessary precautions to protect the outdoor pets, plants, and the plumbing. And with that cold front passing, that's going to pick up winds for Saturday through Sunday. Some of those strongest gusts could be in the basin for the foothills, 11 a.m. on Saturday to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Those gusts around 35 miles per hour. Also tracking rain chances as we head into this week, and I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much. 542 talking sports this morning. In a battle of top teams, the Chiawana girls soccer team picked up a big win last night.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable is highlighting one of the best defensive units in the state.
It wasn't the highest scoring game, but Chiawana girls soccer picked up a big 1-0 win against Kamiakin.
We knew it was going to be a tough battle coming in, and the result shows it, 1-0. I think there was a few opportunities for both teams there, and I think we were unlucky to get maybe one or two more, but they probably could say the same thing. So we knew compared to the first time we played them, it was going to be a different matchup for sure, and every game's different and unique, and for us it's just another win that gets us on the road to what we want to do.
Through 5 conference games this season, the Riverhawks have yet to allow a goal. Head coach Sam Nunez says he specifically chooses composed players who are good on the ball to play the back line of defense.
They're the players that platform the rest of us to do what we want to go do, and so they've been solid all year, and they're like the backbone of our team. So yeah, that's the way we want to play, but those players are super experienced as well, and skilled players, and that allows us to do what we want to do.
Another anchor of that strong defense is goalie Addie Tensmeyer, who earned strong praise from her coach.
A few chances there at the end, and she came up big for us, you know, making key saves. And I think the other thing that stood out to me was like half balls that are past our defense, or even just us having the confidence to play back to her. She's, you know, eager off her line and coming off and clearing things. So, no, Addie's been a 4-year starter for us. She's a senior this year, captain, and she was phenomenal today, and she's been that player, so it doesn't surprise us, you know.
Handing Kamiakin their first conference loss of the season, that leaves Chiawana and Richland as the only 2 undefeated schools in the Mid-Columbia Conference. An upcoming game with major playoff implications. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And while the defense may have stolen the show, the lone goal from Chiawana was created by a set of sisters.
Bailey Anderson scored as her older sister, Miley, picked up the assist.
All right, let's go. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It is 5:44, and coming up after the break, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And giving you that live look outside from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Camera at Richland's Columbia Point. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your full first alert forecast after the break.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Save like you mean it at Meredith Furniture right now. Get $500 off stressless wing recliners in all Paloma leather colors. Plus, get Paloma leather special pricing on design coordinating stressless Manhattan, stressless Oslo, and stressless Flora sofas and love seats. Don't miss out. Shop Meredith Furniture at First and Washington in front of Hobby Lobby.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Judy Justice, today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have the potential for rainfall today, tomorrow, and then Sunday and Monday. It's just going to be a chance of showers for lower elevations, but rainfall looking much more likely for the mountains. So those precip chances probably going to stay dry for today in the Tri-Cities, but about 30 to 40% chances Saturday through Monday, and then after that, looking much drier. So let's put it all into motion with Futurecast radar. 8 this morning, pretty dry out there, but rainfall starting to pick up for the Cascades closer to lunchtime. And then after that, into the afternoon and evening, starting to see more showers spreading down into lower elevations, including for places like the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. By 8 this evening, still a few leftover showers on the map. It's going to be the same thing around midnight, kind of the same thing for Saturday morning as well. 8 in the morning, this next round of rainfall, maybe even some higher elevation snow, but probably above pass level for the Cascades. But anyway, that's going to start to swoop down now to the Kittitas Valley around lunchtime. and then just some scattered showers on the map after that. Looks like they're a little bit more concentrated for the Blues late Saturday night into early on Sunday morning. And then we have additional rainfall to go for Sunday, so we'll put it into motion with a more long-term version of Futurecast. And by Sunday, 5 p.m., that next round of rain and snow up in the Cascades and for the Blues. And then for the nightcap, Sunday night into Monday morning, this is probably going to be the wettest time frame for lower elevations. Snow levels getting down to very interesting spot, so we could see some flurries mixing in for the valleys during that time frame, but I'm thinking that we're not going to see any significant accumulations. Could have a couple inches of snow for Oregon 204, maybe an inch for White Pass, but not expecting anything significant or game-changing for Snoqualmie Pass. If you want to track all that day by day, hour by hour, precip chances, wind gusts, every weather variable you could think of, you could track it by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. Okay, here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from 11 a.m. on Friday to 5 p.m. on Monday. Around an inch, if not more, for the Cascades, 0.2 inches for the valleys, for the foothills, and around ½ an inch for the Blues. This is all going to be beneficial stuff, but we're going to struggle to pick up 1/10 of an inch here in the Tri-Cities. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. One last Friday today, then rain chances impact us Saturday through Monday. For Yakima, persistent shower chances through the beginning of next week, but turning drier again by Tuesday. For Ellensburg, cooling off by about 15 degrees between today and Monday, but temperatures and sunshine rebounding after that. For Hermiston, rain chances and wind gusts picking up for Saturday through Monday. And then for Walla Walla, one last warm and sunny day today, then much cooler with rain looking likely this weekend.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:50. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. Law enforcement from several agencies arresting an Oregon man at a Kennewick home yesterday after reports of a possible kidnapping. Well, investigators found nearly 2 pounds of narcotics, including meth, fentanyl, and ketamine, plus multiple firearms. A missing child from Oregon was also found and is safe. Police arrested 29-year-old Dylan Carter, who faces multiple charges and had several active warrants for robbery, burglary, and weapons offense.
And the Women, Infant, and Children Program, or WIC, helps more than 200,000 Washington residents, and that's access healthy food. But it could run out of federal funds by the end of October if Congress does not act. Local offices say operations are stable for now, but a prolonged shutdown could halt benefits and force layoffs for state staff. The Department of Health says it's exploring contingency plans, but cannot sustain the program without federal help. Advocates worry the loss could leave many families without formula or essential food support.
Well, the Benton Franklin Workforce Development Council released its 2024 annual report highlighting local success stories, strategic investments, and community partnerships. Leaders say their programs continue to help bridge the gap between employers and job seekers across the Tri-Cities, but funding cuts remain a major concern. The council is now looking for new partnerships and grants to keep those services growing and strengthen the region's workforce.
Esther's Home in North Franklin County is the state's only restoration home for minor girls who have survived sex trafficking. The 20-acre property includes classrooms, therapy spaces, and even horses for therapy. Staff says they're still hiring to expand services and hope to build 2 more homes in the future. Mirror Ministries, which runs Esther's Home, relies entirely on donations and community fundraisers to keep programs free for survivors.
And Yakima Valley College is receiving more than $900,000 from the U.S. Department of Education to support its TRIO programs for the upcoming school year. The grants will help fund both the Upward Bound and Student Support Services program, which assists first-generation and low-income students. YVC's Upward Bound program serves around 110 students across several Yakima Valley school districts, including Granger, Sunnyside, Toppenish, and Wapato.
In your national headlines this morning, the IRS is making changes that will affect your federal taxes this year and next. The tax return line item updates announced yesterday are based on the effects of inflation, but also due to provisions in the new tax law enacted in July. How the adjustments affect you has everything to do with what deductions you take and what your taxable income will be. But tax experts say many taxpayers will see some modest relief in their taxes because the deductions will lessen the impact of inflation.
In your business headlines at 5:53 this morning, be cautious before your next batch of pulled pork or chili. Tempo USA announcing a recall of nearly 47,000 of its Ambiano electric pressure cookers. The lids on these items can be opened before enough steam pressure is released, posing a potential burn risk for the consumer. According to Consumer Product Safety Commission, at least 8 severe burn injuries have been reported. The cookers were sold nationwide from January 2016 through December 2019 at Aldi retail stores. If you have one, you can return it to the store for a refund. More information is available at cpsc.gov. 5:54 in your health headlines this morning. More than 150 students in South Carolina are under mandatory quarantine for 21 days because of a measles outbreak. State health officials say 2 schools in Spartanburg County now have confirmed measles cases. There have been 11 confirmed measles cases in South Carolina this year, including 7 associated with the Spartanburg County outbreak since September 25th. The 153 quarantined students were identified as exposed nationwide. The U.S. has reported over 1,500 measles cases this year. That's the highest number since the disease was declared eliminated a quarter century ago. And in your sports headlines at 5:54, LeBron James will be sidelined for the start of his record-setting 23rd season in the NBA. The league's all-time leading scorer has not fully participated in Lakers practice and didn't play in the team's first 2 preseason games. Now there are multiple reports that the 40-year-old will miss the October 21st regular season opener. James reportedly has sciatica, which is a pain that originates in the spine and radiates down the back of the leg. He is expected to be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks.
LeBron James.
James.
Trending this morning now. In Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, one homeowner is diving deep into the Halloween spirit.
All right, let's check it out. Well, this is Aaron Vaucone's home, and he has transferred his yard into an under-the-sea adventure, complete with glowing creatures and spooky shipwreck vibes.
Vaucone, he began his decorating tradition 5 years ago in Chicago. He says he spends hundreds of hours each year designing, gluing, and painting, with planning starting as early as January.
Past displays have featured everything from Frankenstein's lab to a pirate theme, complete with a cemetery. He and his son brainstormed the ideas together, and with his son's birthday falling the day after Halloween, it's a family celebration too. I wish I could do things like that. Like, just the planning involved. I could do a little tiny bit, but man, things like that.
I know.
It's on my bucket list.
There's a home not far from us, like by my parents' neighborhood, that they go all out there. And we've been driving by, checking the progress. They have a big, giant black widow spider.
And that's, as a kid, where you go, because they're going to have, you know, the good campers, the big ones.
Yeah, they have a whole scene of like a crashed alien spaceship UFO with alien skeletons. I didn't even know they made alien skeletons.
So cool.
I know, it's wild.
Oh gosh, I want to go look at it.
I know. It's up in South Richland, like Bay Meadow Springs. Yeah. I know. It's very fun. The kids love it.
If you go all out, send us pictures. We can feature them. I want to see all of them. I get so excited.
I have a tombstone.
That's cute.
With some bones.
Yeah.
And a blow up, like inflatable flamingo skeleton with a tombstone.
That's fun.
I have cobwebs on my door.
Ooh.
Those are decorations. I just need to get a broom.
Oh, stop it.
Sweep them down.
Stop it.
The way I believed you. Okay.
I did too.
I know.
I was like, oh
gosh,
gosh, you decorated.
Look at that.
You silly guy. Well, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, a Tri-Cities nonprofit is tackling the housing crisis head on, building new affordable cottages to help families who need to find stability and hope. We have those details on this nonprofit and project making the difference.
Plus, for nearly 30 years, a pumpkin has mysteriously appeared on top of a Montana landmark each homecoming, and no one's ever been caught. The latest clues in the long-running campus mystery is coming up in our next hour. And Josh, what are you tracking?
Yeah, a lot
More
of fall,
jokes?
a lot of hopefully a lot of fall vibes this morning, and a lot of fall vibes with the weather that's on the way. I'll talk about rain chances and much cooler temperatures, perhaps even a little bit of frost. So all that's coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.